Yo, what's on guys, Aaron here and welcome back to another Chaos Zero Nightmare video. So in this video we're going to quickly talk about Narja, if you should still try and pull for her for people that haven't pulled for her yet, or should you just continue saving and wait for 9. Now keep in mind 9 is already teased in the season 2 developer notes, and surprise surprise, developers themselves say that Narja is a good synergy partner for 9. So this begs the question, should you save or should you pull? Short answer, yes, she's worth it. Long answer, the entire video. Let's get into it. Okay, first things first, I want to talk about why Narja is good for her own kind. And if you don't understand anything, let me know down in the comments area below on if my explanations are very blurry or not understandable. Let me know in the comments. Now, I want to talk about Veracity. Veracity is her unique passive where not only it gives you lifesteal, but also if your overall HP is above 50%, you get additional 30% damage increase for your own attack cards. And then it's not just that, if you manage to acquire predation, you will also get additional on top of that 80% damage amount dealt by attack cards. Now predation is something that can only be triggerable using some other skill cards. For example, Shackles of Hunger, although it looks like a normal attack card, but it can transform into a support card or a shielder. Depends on what you need. Narja is very versatile, so suit your taste on whatever you need for whatever deck you want. So for example, this one will give you 3 predation if you decrease 5 veracity in exchange for 3 extra predation. And this one overall is used for when you want to nuke a boss or any other mob that you want to defeat quickly when you have a lot of veracity stacks. And moving forward, we have the Shield Epiphany. This is very good and recommended for shielders, and I was gonna try and get a better shield deck for Narja, especially since 9 is coming out. This card is definitely going to be the bane that's going to help 9 a lot, alongside with the other shielders that I showcased last video on how you guys could build them. Bottomless Hunger, this one is probably her best card in her entire deck, and the way this works is every time you activate Veracity, you decrease a cost of 1 random card by 1. And this one in particular is probably the best epiphany that you can have on her, because not only you gain 3 veracity for a cheap cost of 0, you also have a chance to reduce cost of 1 random card by 1 for 1 turn. And I have 4 of these on my save data, so just to let you guys see right here, 4 of these allows you to decrease even the highest costing decks will become 0 as long as you have veracity stacks up with this epiphany on it. It's absolutely insane. Another thing about Narja being good is, if you take a look, something similar across all of her cards is that she has so many uniques. Now, to give you guys a standing point on how many uniques one person can have, now Shackles of Hunger don't have a unique, Bottomless Hunger has a unique, Voluntary Control has a unique, Domain of Veracity has a unique. So these cards, these 3 alongside Mealtime also have unique, for them being able to become unique cards, right? It definitely thins down your copy choices. However, in season 2 you want to worry about that, because as covered in my previous video, you are allowed to narrow down your selection on which combatant you want to copy, so eventually this won't be an issue on season 2. But if you want to prepare your deck before season 2 comes out, then you can actually go ahead and for your chaos runs pick these unique options, so you won't have to like worry they will land on any of these cards. You can freely copy the combatant they want to build. And okay, moving forward, Voluntary Control is a skill that allows you to get abundant amount of veracity stacks and also predation. So usually people go for this one, but if you want a specific buff for your entire team and thin out decks, I definitely recommend this for overall usage, and the other one for basic attack cards. For example, Maylin and Chizuru, this upgrade is definitely beneficial for them. Moving on to Domain of Veracity, this one also has multiple uses. So a lot of people also went for the middle one, because this one just means an extra veracity without having veracity stacks, if you get what I mean. So this epiphany gives you lifesteal of 40% every time you hit the target for the next 5 times. Even if you don't have veracity, it will still proc. So this one is overall a good card as well. And this one is a nuke, because if you have both veracity and predation, this will activate 1 more time. And yes, Narja can actually deal out a lot of damage. If you haven't seen her showcase yet, I suggest you go and check out my other videos on the towers as well as her own showcase. And also, this one is also a buff for your defense based team. So if you want to take this one, it basically buffs your Amir or Magna depending on if both of them are in your squad. This one is definitely gonna be a good buff for your entire team. Alright, that basically covers up her own cards, and not to mention Mealtime also gives you 4 predation, and it increases your heal alongside defense based damage by the amount of veracity you consumed, and goes up to 10. So this card is such a great heal, and I haven't used Mika ever since Narja came out. I swear, it's been such a long time since I used Mika after Narja came out. Alright, moving on, your save data should look something along like this. You need to copy 4 of the Bottomless Hunger if you can, and of course you can choose to copy Shackles Hunger if you want to build the shield deck. Copy 4 of the shields, but still you need to make sure not to overcopy the shield. Actually, you can maybe copy 1 of them and then 3 of them on Bottomless Hunger, because you want to balance out a bunch of shield when you don't need to use it and when you want to use it. But regardless, having this Epiphany right here is gonna be helping you out long time. And then her Manifest Egos, not much to say here. For people that want to go deep into her egos, I would suggest maybe the 1st or 2nd is enough, but some people actually went to the 4th because it increases predation by 30%. That means you'll get 110% at E4, which is solid. And then as for potential nodes, pretty straightforward, nothing much. You just technically gain a lot more passive increase when it comes to their damage when you hit defense at 300, and that is something I do want to mention, because although Narja is a controller, she is still defense based, and every single defense based character have at least need 300 defense, so keep that in mind. Hopefully that helps you solve your questions regarding if Narja is good or not. And yes, although some of you might not understand what I just said earlier, but her trial is up right now in the events tab. You can go ahead and try yourself out. She's just too good for anyone to pass on, and of course people can actually still skip her if they feel like, okay, Narja is not important, they can save for their waifus, perfectly fine. But since 9 is gonna have good synergy with Narja, we do have to consider the fact that maybe some people might regret not pulling for Narja before she's gone. So that's the purpose of this video. Anyway, thank you guys so much for watching. Let me know if any of you already pulled for Narja, or if you already skipped for her, and are you guys excited for 9 to be released? Let me know down in the comments area below. My name is Aaron. I'll see you guys in my next video.